Subtracting polynomials is definitely a little bit more challenging than adding polynomials. My students have the most success when we think of this minus sign right here as really being an invisible -1 times the second polynomial. Then what we're going to do is we're going to distribute that -1 to each of these terms, okay? That means multiply. When we do that, we actually change the sign of each of the numbers in the second polynomial. So this whole expression now becomes 4x squared minus 5x plus 2. So I keep the first expression the same. I'm going to put parentheses around it. And then I can add them. So the second one, instead of positive 8x squared, because I've distributed that -1, it's really negative 8x squared. So it changes the sign of each of these terms. Instead of minus x, I really have to think of this as -1 times -5, which is actually positive 5. Okay, so that's really the easiest way to think about subtraction. Then I'm going to go through and I'm going to look for terms that I can add together. So I see that I have two terms that are second degree, 4x squared and -8x squared. So I can add those together to get -4x squared. Okay, I see that I have only one term that's linear, that's first degree. So that just stays the same, minus 5x. And then I see that I have two constants, 2 and 5, and they're both positive. So I'm just going to add them together, plus 7. So this is my final answer right here. So like I said, subtracting is really the same as adding the opposite. We talk about that in integers all the same time. We're really just doing a fancy version of leave, add, opposite. We're leaving the first part. Instead of subtraction, we're changing it to addition. And then we're taking the opposite of the terms in the second expression. And that makes it easier than we can just use our rules with adding. Thanks.